UC Berkeley class of 2020. It's been 15 years since I graduated from college. Much has changed in that time, so I won't pretend to know what it's like to be a graduating senior today. I do know that Juice WRLD is dead and everything is shut down and nothing is easy right now. You're missing your senior year, your last time to be with friends and classmates before you all go your separate ways. Feelings of deep rage or sadness or boredom or anxiety are understandable and an expected part of the experience of being human. You might be wondering what you are supposed to do now. With 36 million unemployed in our country, today is the worst time in memory to be entering the workforce. The world is turned upside down. Things you may have taken for granted may no longer be guaranteed. We are in the middle of a once-in-a-generation black swan event, the kind of event that no one planned for. This may feel deeply unsettling. You've probably gotten to where you are by being the type of person who always has a plan. Berkeley is one of the most prestigious and hard to get into universities in the country, the type you don't get into without lots of planning. Resume filling, SAT test prepping, essay writing and rewriting. Now, when there are no more plans, now what do? I found that the times in my life when all my plans were derailed and I had no idea what to do were the times that I really had to stop and think and get creative. When I was in college, I planned on going to law school afterwards. Not because I wanted to be a lawyer, but because it seemed like a safe and comfortable thing to do. My plan was put to a grinding halt as soon as I got my LSAT score back. It was very low. Now what? It was at that time that I sat down with my friend Emmett Shear and we decided to start our first company, Kiko, an online calendar app. I was scared to start a company with no experience and no skills, but I was also very excited. And more importantly, I felt like the right thing to do in my gut was to be an entrepreneur. Becoming a founder felt like a path I was meant to follow. After a few months, I couldn't imagine working for anyone else. And still, we made every mistake in the book. We worked days, nights, and weekends, but all our hard work didn't save us. After a year, it was clear that things weren't working, and we decided to throw in the towel, and, not having any other ideas, we sold our company in a fire sale auction on eBay. Now what? Our plans for our first company hadn't worked out. We hadn't created anything of lasting value. I considered giving up startups and moving back home, but in my heart, I knew I wasn't really ready to give up yet. Starting over with a blank sheet of paper, I knew I wanted to create something new, and this time we would think even more outside the box. I threw out the craziest idea I could dream up, creating Justin TV, our own live streaming internet reality TV show where I would film my own life 24/7, 365 days a year. This was before the iPhone, before Twitter, before Instagram. No one had done anything like this yet. We went for it and launched Justin TV in the next 6 months. 4 years later, we had turned Justin TV into a large internet streaming platform and raised millions of dollars. But then things stopped working. We weren't growing anymore and we were out of ideas on how to make it grow. We tried to sell the company, but everyone in Silicon Valley turned us down. My co-founders and I asked each other, now what? So we went back to that blank sheet of paper. Emmett came up with another crazy idea. What if we pivoted the site to focus on the gaming streams? They were just a small fraction of our traffic at the time, but had the most passionate streamers and viewers. These were the most creative members of our community, the type of users who played video games 24 hours straight for charity, or would create an entire university campus in Minecraft to host a virtual celebration. With nothing to lose, we decided to go all out for them, and thus Twitch was born. Life is an ever-expanding matrix of opportunities. Every time I found the door shut on something I thought was very important, if I sat down and went back to that blank sheet of paper, something new and better would present itself. Without my plans failing, I'd have lived a safe but boring life. Failures have forced me to keep iterating, to keep learning, and to keep asking myself, now what? If you approach life with a curious mindset, you will find there are always opportunities, even in a chaotic world where everything is upside down, especially in that chaotic world. With chaos comes great opportunity, the opportunity to defy convention, to define yourself in your own way, to take the risk to try something that has never been done before. I wish each of you the very best on your journey to discover this for yourself. It will be scary and it may never go according to plan, but it will be yours. Thank you and congratulations.